As it rains, it pours. It's one of those flash storms. They come in as a flash, a lot of wind, a lot of rain, a lot of power. And just like a flash storm, you have a few things in place, right? Now, one of the things that's in place, sorry about that. I was checking to see if something was off, which it was, but dealing with Kim K. Now, when Kim Kardashian hooked up with Kanye West, he did everything in his power to get Jay-Z and Beyonce to befriend Kim, include her in things. He fought hard to take this woman who was seen as a C-level type of celebrity, reality show star, and help change her image from the girl from the sex tapes to a girl who has meaning. She's a wife, she's a mother, and build her brand. Kanye did all of this. And when everybody was riding him for, you left the sister to go get the white girl, Kanye got very defensive and said, yo, she ain't white. Then what did they tell him in the public? Look at her. She's white, Kanye. She's not white. Do you know our history? Armenian women are not white. They're mixed. So he really started going off to reappropriate her look. Start dressing her a certain way. And then all of a sudden, Kim K started coming out in braids. She started fighting for the rights of black women. It was like, whoa, what's going on here? She's trying to help free black people. I'm like, now she wants to be a lawyer. Like, Kim Kardashian's running for an office or something? Like, what the hell's going on here? She's gonna be a legal person of doing legal? I'm like, oh my God, what is happening here? So now, with all of this going on, she gets with Pete Davidson, right? And now, since she got with Pete, she's back to her natural look. Or her old look now. Now it's more sleek, more Euro. Does anyone see a problem with this? You see, this is what happens with people that can't happen with us. The people that try to claim they are black or people of color. They can play both sides of the fence. When the black is no longer working for them, they want to go get back to being Euro. They could just hit the switch, and now they're Euro. Just that quick. Now, all them brothers and sisters that was hanging around before, they gonna be up out of there. Now you're gonna see Jock LaQuack and Natalie's. They gonna be hanging around. Now you can do what you like, but when you start rebranding and reappropriating yourself, people are gonna start asking questions. They're gonna start wondering. Their brains is gonna start going. So now, as you can see, the whole world is put in a situational bubble where people say, well, what's the problem here? The problem is the message it sends. And it's like, she just wore her hair a certain way. That's what you see. It shows, once again, people love to use us. And what we do is go along with it. We allow ourselves to be used as bargaining chips for positioning, for marketing, and everything. And we don't have our hands on what is supposed to be ours. It's 2022 and we own nothing. Because we put our strength and power behind others, not our own. You love who you love. And if Kanye loved that woman, hey, that's on him. All I could do is tell you the truth. And what I can tell you is simple. I never knew if that woman truly loved him the way that he loved her. She loved his position, his fame, and what the fact he did for her. She felt indebted. So when you start feeling indebted to people, you start doing things out of obligation. And that's what happened. Because when you start doing things out of obligation, people start to see things. And with her, you see the cracks in the ceiling. When she was doing all that black power and movement, black folks was like, hey, they were like, man, she freeing black people though. It's like, yeah, but we should be a little leery before we start jumping off the roof, getting behind this stuff, because this is what happens when you do. It's an everyday scenario. Like they say, it's an everyday thing. When you make it personal. It's not really personal to me, but It's a personal situation. It's a lot of people in the world. Not to say that, so what? One person don't determine how we feel. Well, who is everybody out in the world looking like right now? They trying to get the Kim Kardashian look. You see all these little girls looking more like her, right? Than anywhere else in the world or anybody else. You see these Instagram models? They're shaping their bodies to look like Kim Kardashian. They getting these lip surgeries. They're getting their nose done. They trying to look like Kim Kardashian. And you tell me the power of television and imagery is not psychologically damaging? They've been proving that it works for years. You just have to wake up out of your delusion because you feel like, well, I don't want to look like Kim Kardashian. Well, that's good for you. But there's some other line of control for you. They're going to advertise it and cater to your ego or your insecurity. So you have to pay attention to the signs because the signs are there. They reappropriate everything. What you think is slight and minor, it's not. Because this changes your perceptions, your imagery, your everything. Now that she's with Pete, after Kanye done made her and took her to an A-list, now that she's with Pete, she's going to be around Pete people. And Pete people don't hang around too many black people, do they? Everyone around Pete's life don't seem to be people of color. Not to say Pete has a problem with people of color. Not saying that. Just saying. His everyday walks of life, he's not normally around black people. Just saying it. So now, I must leave. Just wanted to leave you with that so you can go with it as you wish. It seems to be that she caters to whoever she's around. So she wanted to dress more urban. Being around Kanye makes her feel urban, right? But they have that little light switch. They can just jump from space to space, space to space, space to space, but then claim that they're the same as you, right? I heard stuff that they say, well, if I have a black baby, then that means I'm black. That's what a white girl said. She was dead serious, too. I have seen some things. I'm trying to tell you, people are totally insane because of they have been completely mind controlled from television and promotions and all these ridiculous programs that we see nowadays on television, just in movies, in magazines, in advertisement posters that you see. They make you feel unpretty, make you feel unconfident, make you feel insecure. They do this to control you to move. Like, if you don't look like this, you ugly. They don't have to tell you that, but if they're promoting a look, it pretty much tells you, right? Hollywood tells you this every day, right? If you don't look like this, you a fat ass. Go to the gym, get in shape, then you could be here. A A-list star. So you see people going through all these physical changes to try to appease Hollywood. So, with that being said, I think I should end it, but I want to make one more statement. It's the third time I'm interrupted, no second time I'm getting ready to interrupt the stop of the video, but it has to be said again. When a heavy-set Caucasian woman, or what they would call fat white girl or fat white lady, they're considered a diamond. But a black woman and she's fat, oh gosh, you just throw her back in the ocean. That's how they feel. But it's weird to me that people are so caught up into that. But what is the difference? If their image doesn't mean anything to you, you don't care about the excess of weight. You don't seem to care that they might have gained weight or whatever. You love them for them. So I don't understand. What is it about the heavier set dark women that you don't like? Why are they automatically written off? You see? You have to reappropriate how you think. I just don't think one man should tell another woman how she should look as far as her physical appearance unless it's for her health. Because if you married her for a physical body, then you might as well divorce her now because she's going to age. You're going to age. You're not going to look the same. She's not going to look the same. It's called life. Okay? Everybody keeps trying to go back to when they're 20. It doesn't work. All right? People have tried and died. Don't work. You're old, you had your run, and somebody else's run. What you chose to do with your run might be different from what someone else chose to do with theirs. But anyway, God bless you. I'm out. Seriously this time.